Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you guys the quarterfinals for the ICBA. We are taking on paper coach of the Silesian Sceptiles, a rematch of our week 4 or 5 game. I can't remember the exact week. But no team prep. I do apologize, last couple weeks I've not uploaded. We did go 1-1 over the last 2 weeks. Life is kind of just hitting me right now, getting ready to move. But we are here with the playoffs of this ICBA season as we are winding down. So, quick little preview. I want to shout out iPro for building the team. Just a very good team builder, and I'm thankful that he managed to build this team solidly. Very happy with the team. So, we have Taunt Tapu Fini for stuff like Florges and Umbreon, Blastoise. We have Recycle Curse Alolan Muck, Defensive Porygon 2, a bulky Necrozma with Calm Mind, a Nasty Plot Thundurus, and then a defensive Registeel for that cute Kartana. So we're going to hop right into the battle here as it's playoff season. I mean, what's not to be excited about playoffs? Win or go home. So we're going to lead off with Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini just was a good lead in case he did want to lead Landorus to get his Stealth Rocks up. So that is always a good thing for me. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what kind of Landorus he is. He could be Scarf, he could be Calm Mind, he could be defensive. We're just going to lead Tapu Fini because it's just a good lead against anything he has in general. So he's just going to right away go for the U-turn. I'm deciding, you know what, Surf is a good play for me. It's a good middle ground play. If he brings in Charizard, it gets smacked. He brings in Umbreon, it does OP damage. If he brings in Florges, I can taunt it, so I'm not actually worried about Florges. So Surf to me was just a good middle ground play. I couldn't risk going for Taunt and him staying going in for Earthquake, or him going into Charizard. Now if he did go into Charizard, he couldn't Dragon Dance, so I could be able to 1v1 it with Tapu Fini a little bit better. But again, Surf was just a good middle ground play in general. Now for Florges, I can go out into my Registeel after I taunt it. So the taunt is to stop any Wish Protect, Calm Mind. Pretty much that is what I want taunt on that Tapu Fini for, so that I can make sure that he's not getting free wishes, he's not getting Calm Minds, and now I can go out into my Registeel now that he is taunted, and you know what, I'm going to be in a very good position, honestly, because I can get my rocks up. If he wants to go Kartana, I have HP Fire. If he wants to go Landorus, I do have Ice Punch. So I'm pretty set with Registeel against the rest of his team. Rocks are important because I can get Charizard in and start to really damage Charizard. Now, I'm not sure what his Blastoise was at this point. I wasn't sure if he wanted to be an offensive or a defensive Blastoise. So I just go to Porygon 2 here. I can just take any hit from this Blastoise, kind of get an idea of what his set is. He's going to go right for the Focus Blast. Now, that actually bothered me. I'm like, oh, okay. Still did less than half, so easy recover for me as he does go out into his Gwendolyn, which is Umbreon. Now, Umbreon, I'm not worried about. I can go into my Registeel. I can go into my Tapu Fini. Porygon can stay in. I don't want to be toxic, but Porygon can stay in and pretty much do okay against the Umbreon. But this just does give me a free Registeel switching. With free Tapu Fini switching. So Tapu Fini here, I can click Nature's Madness on anything. I'm not worried if he goes into Florges, as he's going to show off the Snarl. So I thought the Snarl was actually kind of cool. A way to lower a lot of my specially offensive mons, Necrozma, Tapu Fini, Thundurus. So I kind of like the Snarl bring this week against my team, as he's just going to withdraw and he's going to go right out to break me the Florges, and I can just go for the Nature's Madness now and really just lower his Florges into 50 HP, and I can just start weakening it by half every turn until I manage to kill it. Now, at -1 special attack, that is the downside, is I'm not able to do much against it, but alas, what can I do? So right away, I'm going to go for the taunt. I figure at 50 HP, 50% HP, that he's going to want to wish to get his HP back, maybe Wish Protect. I am not letting that happen. Tapu Fini is coming with that taunt, as he is just going to laugh off that Wish. Wish is not happening here today. And we're pretty much just firing off Nature's Madness here because I'm not worried about anything really coming in to deal with anything. As he's just going to go for the Moonblast now. We're -2 special attack, so 1, Surf's doing nothing. Pretty much all I can do is just go for Nature's Madness on anything that wants to come in, whether it's Landorus, Kartana, Blastoise, and I figure he's going to go to Blastoise at this point. He might have something to deal some form of damage to my Tapu Fini, but he goes into Paper Cut, which, if you manage to spell out his name with the Kartana and Paper Cut, the P3JP3R, I thought that would have been a cool nickname. But we're just going to Nature's Madness, and unfortunately we are going to miss, and Kartana is sitting at full HP, but we do have the Registeel. Not worried, we got HP Fire, it OHKOs. He can't do anything to me. I can take a couple Leaf Blades and a Sacred Sword. If he Swords Dances, gets a +2, then it's a little bit troublesome, but not really worried about that. I got a couple checks to this Kartana. But you see the Registeel there is tanking those hits. At this time, I thought he was a Scarf Kartana, which could be a good ring, and I could not want it to let it set up a +1 attack. But here he's going to go to Abundance the Landorus. I'm just going to get up my rocks. Kind of just a safe play. Not worried about much. Just get my rocks up. Charizard takes 50%. We're good to go now. I don't want to stay in and get bodied by an Earthquake, so just the basic play is to get out into my Tapu Fini. 1, I can put offensive pressure against this Landorus. 2, I can take any physical hit from this thing, so we're pretty much good to go at that point as I bite my lip. Ow. As he's going to show off the Defog, so once he showed off the Defog, I had to figure that Blastoise was going to be an offensive variant just because of his Defog Landorus, so pretty much helped me later on the game that, hey, this is an offensive Blastoise. He's going to go for the U-turn, showing me he doesn't have knockoff to hit Tapu Fini to get rid of the leftovers, as I am just going to fire off I believe a Surfer Nature's Madness. I just fire off a Moonblast, so fire off the Moonblast in case he did want to go to Umbreon or into Florges. I did hit the stab, as it's still going to do 50% to the Kartana. Now, I go right out into my Dawnwing's Necrozma. I figure he knows that my switch in is Registeel. I can't risk my Registeel getting damaged, as it's my check/counter into Kartana. So I go into Dawnwing's Necrozma because I'm like, hey, if he goes for the Sacred Sword, I got a Necrozma in now, and if he's Scarf, I have a free move that I can damage anything heavily on his team. Instead, he goes for the Leaf Blade, he gets the crit, and now I am forced out into my Registeel again. But at this point, I can HP Fire this Kartana. If he's Scarf, Leaf Blades are doing absolutely nothing to my Kartana. Or, not my Kartana, my Registeel. And we're in a fantastic spot. I mean, I can get my rocks up. He's probably going to go Charizard or his Landorus. Either one is fine. It doesn't worry me. But I just go for the Ice Punch here now. I went for the Ice Punch predicting the Landorus to see if I could pop a Yachi Berry or just get some heavy damage onto the Landorus. But, I mean, nothing happened of that. As Registeel's back here, I should have gone for the rocks because now I could have caught the Landorus potentially off an Ice Punch. Just wasn't the way that goes. Now here, my main goal was to Toxic the Umbreon, because Toxic can start wearing down the Umbreon even with Wish. This was my best chance to Toxic, and I had 2 turns here that I could have got rocks up. And the rocks, as you guys can see here, this next turn, would have been nice because his Charizard would have been now at 50% health. So, just a little unfortunate turn of events there for me that I wasn't able to capitalize and get the rocks up, start weakening Charizard heavily. He's going to go for the Wish Baton Pass, and he's going to get right out into that Charizard, as now I get my Stealth Rocks up. Now, I was worried of a Dragon Dance variant. Now, the one thing about Dragon Dance variant I'm not worried about is Porygon 2 can take Dragon Claws from this thing. I don't think he's going to want to run Flare Blitz because, as you guys just see here, this next couple turns, Porygon 2 this week does have Foul Play. With Foul Play plus Flare Blitz Recoil, I will be able to do a lot to the Charizard. So I just go out to the Porygon 2 as he does set up the Dragon Dance in the Mega Evolution to Mega Charizard X. And now at this point, we are in a not fantastic, we're in an okay spot right now. He's now +1 attack. I have foul play, so now my foul play is doing more to his Charizard. If he wants to go for the Flare Blitz, I can just body his Charizard with Flare Blitz recoil plus foul play. And I'm actually happy at the position. So he's going to go for the Dragon Claw here, and it's going to do less than half. Porygon to the Pokemon that it is. I'm loving it. Brings the Charizard down to about half. And he's actually going to withdraw his Charizard and go out into Abundance the Landorus. So now I can fire off a free recover. I can get my health back, pretty much be at full HP. And the next turn, I can go for the Ice Beam again to pop potential Yache Berry. If the Yache Berry's there, Thundurus can clean up. Not worried about the Landorus anymore. He's going to go for the Defog there to get rid of the Stealth Rock so the Charizard does not get to almost 25% health. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and he does show off that he is a Yache Berry. So this is going to do an okay amount with the Yache Berry. Puts Landorus in a weakened position, and unfortunately I do get the freeze, which really sucks. Landorus is now forced out, as I can fire off Foul Play, Ice Beam. Does not matter. Florges does come in for free against me though, as Ice Beam you see here is going to do absolutely nothing, and he will get the Leftovers recovery, pretty much the same amount I dealt to him. But I figured this was a good chance for me to go into my Alolan Muck. Florges can't do much to Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck is known as one of the fairy counters in the game. Just great specially defensive Mon, slap a Assault Vest onto it, and bam, fairies are countered. Stuff like Pursuit Knockoff, Poison Jab, just makes it really good. Now, here he's just going to go right out into his Landorus, get the Intimidate off. Now, I go for a Curse here. I should have gone for just a Knockoff or a Poison Jab. Knockoff probably would have done more, but I figure, you know what? If I can start getting some curses up, Landorus isn't going to do much to me. The issue is I wasn't sure when he would be unfrozen. That is my one issue. So he will get the Wish, which one sucks. That's all I'm going to say. That one thing just sucks. So this gives me a perfect chance to get out into my Thundurus. So the reason I go Thundurus here, I'm Charty Berry. I don't care if he has Stone Edge. I can deal with Stone Edge. So he's actually going to withdraw his Abundance, and this gives me a free Nasty Plot. Free Nasty Plot would pretty much just mean the game, as he does go Umbreon, so it's giving me the hint that Umbreon is specially defensive. I don't care if he's a specially defensive Umbreon. Focus Blast will OHKO after the toxic damage. A +2 Nasty Plot, or +2 Focus Blast, is blowing this Umbreon back, and thankfully we do connect Focus Blast, and bam, right away we're able to pick up another kill. Another kill? Might be the only kill. I think it took us 30 turns for us to finally get a kill in this game. And in comes the Blastoise. He's going to show off a Wakandberry. At this point, I was like, okay. Ice Beam might kill me here if he's an offensive Blastoise now. And Thundurus was pretty much the win con of this game, so Charizard's still a worry to me now. He's going to go for the Ice Beam. It's going to do about 75% or so to my Thundurus, about 66, 67%. And then he's going to show off the Aqua Jet. Now, this is where I'm like, is he about to get a kill with this thing? But unfortunately, live with 9 HP, and I don't think he has anything Scarfed. If he did, he would have gone Kartana right here, if he did have it as a Scarfer. But instead, he just goes into Charizard. I can fire off a Thunderbolt, Stab, +2. I thought it wouldn't kill because it is a resisted hit, but you know what? Thundurus is a Dawn. Just dominating the competition right now. He's going to go out to break me to Florges. Florges is at a weak enough range to where I can just click Thunderbolt, knock it out. And after he went Florges after Charizard, I figured that, hey, he's not Scarf Kartana. In the back of my mind, that was my thought that, hey, this guy's not Scarf Kartana. If he is, he would have gone into Kartana now, gotten off a Smart Strike, or a, in my opinion, what would have been good would have been knockoff or something along those lines. but he didn't have it. Thunders is going to pick up its 5th kill of the game. It actually might have more kills today than it has all season. But in comes the Kartana. Now, I wasn't taking any chances. I go hard into Registeel here. I didn't want to risk him potentially going for a move that could end up bodying the rest of my team later on. So he's just going to go for the Smart Strike. It's going to do nothing to my Registeel. And at this point, now with the leftovers, no Choppleberry, a crit, whatever fight, Sacred Sword, would knock me out. But he did show a Sacred Sword, so he was no longer Scarf. So, I mean, I could have had a 6-0 with the Thunders. Was not bringing that into risk. Just go for the Hidden Power Fire for the 2nd game in a row. Registeel picking up that KO with the HP Fire against the Kartana. And with that, we win 6-0, advancing to the semifinals of the ICBA playoffs. We will be taking on the winner of the Omega Jolteon versus Ultra Player game. Go over, check those out. They've probably already uploaded. My upload will be a little bit late, simply because I will be out of town as of tomorrow morning. Haven't been able to record and upload this as I did play paper earlier today. But if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead, like it, comment your guys' support for the Oregon Duckletts, subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon-related content, including TCG. Join the Johnny GB Country Club. That server link is down below. But with all that being said, guys, my name is Johnny GB, and I'm out.